What's shaking, everybody? What's happening? Yo, I'd like to welcome y'all to another vid, you feel what I'm saying? Thank y'all for checking out another video. So the whole purpose of this video, it's very different than, you know, all my other vlogs. But one thing that I realized about a vlog I did a few years ago, it was just a talking piece. You know, I was out in Tanzania and it was really just a talking piece of me talking about a book bag and some camera equipment that I bought out into the savannah. And you know, I really enjoyed it because, you know, I just got to talk to the people. I got to talk to the masses. You know, generally I'm, you know, talking in front of my camera and doing things like that, but it, you know, it generally isn't like, you know, just me staring in front of a camera, you know, having some form of an elongated conversation. So I wanted to do another type of video just like that. Now, unfortunately, I'm not here to show anybody anything for this particular video, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to, you know, just kind of talk to y'all, and you know, I figured maybe I'd answer a few questions, you know what I'm saying? So let's just dive right into it. Brethren, where have you been? Look, without getting too much into my personal business and my private life, I just put it to you like this, right? For a little bit, G was just going through it. You know, short, sweet, and simple. G was going through it. I am no stranger to dealing with depression, which I was. My mind was just all over the place, you know what I'm saying? My self-confidence took a major hit, and you know, that alone being probably the biggest reason why it was hard for me to get back in front of a camera. Sucks, but you know, everything happens for a reason, you know what I'm saying? I had to go through a lot of healing, a lot of self-work, really leaning on those that are in my this small sized circle, you know what I'm saying? There's absolutely no need for me to say any names, but those that was there when G was holding on for dear life, yo, from me to you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You mean more to me than you absolutely know. Matter of fact, y'all mean more to me more than you absolutely know. Feel me? So we'll just keep it right there. What is Gizinternational? So I feel like I've kind of gotten that question throughout the years, right? Ever since I started this thing, it's kind of been something that people had misnamed, said it wrong, had no idea about what it is, just throwing whatever they think at, you know, what I'm trying to create. Let me start here. Gizinternational is my brand, not Gizinternational, not Gizinternational. It is Gizinternational. It's actually a play on words, right? Something very personal to me. Long time in a galaxy far, far away, you know, my pops, everybody called him on the block Jiz. They called him Mr. Jiz, and they called my mom's Mrs. Jiz. So it's really just a play on words. G is international. You feel what I'm saying? What exactly the brand is? The brand in itself is something that I kind of came up with, you know, years ago, you know, starting my travels around the world. You know, it's just a way for me to kind of document my travels and, you know, do the best that I can to, you know, showcase them to the world. Unfortunately, fortunately, you know, I joined the military very young, and you know, part of my story was, you know, I had to leave and go far, far away from home within the United States. And, you know, there came a point to where I had to leave abroad and live abroad for extreme, you know, amounts of time. I've lived in Kuwait, I've lived in Afghanistan, I've lived in Iraq, I've lived in these places, and you know, you get accustomed to, you know, being away from home and, you know, things of that nature. So don't get me wrong, while I do experience, you know, my fair share of homesickness, you know, it's not a real strange thing to me, you know what I'm saying? And in a lot of cases, I'm rushing to go to said place or to do said thing. Now, what I didn't realize in that process is that, you know, this is something that I actually like. Like, I don't like being forced to do said thing, but you know, getting up and being able to be exposed to something else that's not where you come from, I really love that. And you know, it kind of has formed the basis of what G is International, right? I want to bring my travels to you. I want to people that look like me to know that, hey, you know, you're not just, you know, regulated to, you know, your four walls of wherever you come from. You know, you can go do this, you can go do that, you can go see this, you can go see that. You know what I'm saying? Generally, my videos are not to, you know, to showcase, you know, me at the club or, you know, me chilling at a restaurant. You know, it's to try to bring a whole package, you know, showing why, you know, in my brain, maybe why you should come and visit said place, whatever that place is, you know what I'm saying? And just letting you know that, you know, that opportunity, those opportunities very much exist. So that's the brand. You know, it's not just a solely photography. It's not just a solely photography thing. It's not just solely videography thing. You know, what y'all are seeing something that is produced solely by me, created all by me, my creativity. You're seeing somebody that's learning literally one step at a time, just trying to figure everything out one step at a time. That is G is International. And again, for all of y'all that have been along this journey in which it started 4 years ago, I just want to say again, thank y'all. I very much appreciate y'all. You heard? Why do you feel like it's important to travel? Very quick and easy, right? For me, I like seeing cultures. I like experiencing something that I'm not familiar with. I'm interested in learning about places that I'm not from. I'm interested in seeing different parts of the world, and I think that is all part of the things that help formulate and make you who you are. You know, just because you was born here, you've lived here, doesn't mean that that's where it ends for you. You know, this world is big, you know what I'm saying? So I believe it's important to travel. I believe it's important to travel for self-growth. You know what I'm saying? Making you a better you. I believe it's important to travel with, you know, a friend, a person, a spouse, you know, because y'all will be creating everlasting memories. But I also think it's important for you, if you're comfortable with it, to travel by yourself and really help build your self-confidence, build that self-identity, and you be proud of you. I believe all these reasons are important to travel. Hence, and again, all this ties back into the brand and the things that I am trying to deliver to you. How do you know where you want to go? Very quick, very easy. Most of the time, I don't know. It's probably only been 3 places that I've been to that I was like, oh yeah, I need to go there. Greece, Egypt, because I've just been fascinated with those cultures since knee-high, and somewhere in Africa. Why? Because I wanted to be and explore the places where the majority of people look like me. Other than that, everything is a dice roll. Everything is a dice roll. I won't say that. I will say a lot of it is just inspired. I'm a big gamer. A lot of it is inspired off of video games. I'm a big, if you've watched my vlogs before, you'll know that I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan. And they use history and they use these real life places as their playground. So as I'm playing these games and as I'm deep diving in these games, there are things that are happening to where I'm just like, yo, I want to go see that. When I have the opportunity, I want to go do this. When I have the opportunity, I want to go to that place and put eyes on it myself. Other than that, child, I don't really know. It's not like I just have like a list of places in my pocket, you know, that I'm just ready to pick up and go. You know, it takes time, you know, however life happens, whatever happens in life, and how, you know, said things are presented to me or what I see on TV, that's how the decision is made. Very easy. Where are you now? Ladies and gentlemen, I am in Norway. More specifically right now, I am at the very end of the Norway fjord in a small village called Gudvangen. Now, what am I doing in Norway? Child, all the things. Child, all the things. Child, I came out here for nature. Child, I came out here to be surrounded by mountains. Child, I came out here to see some of these fjords. Child, I came to immerse myself in Viking culture. Child, I came to see the northern lights. Child, I came to be somewhere where it's cold and snow everywhere. Child, I came to do all of the things. But if you want a for sure, guaranteed answer as to why G is in Norway, child, check this out.
They are heartless. Godless barbarians. They murder and kill blindly. They scour the lands of England. Lands they will never defend, never love. The time has come to speak to them in a language they will understand.
As you can see, Assassin's Creed, right? Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That is the exact reason as to why G was like, you know what? Let's go to Norway. You feel me? So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I just wanted to keep this real quick. This wasn't going to be no long, drawn out thing. It was just something, you know, I just wanted to talk to those who actually take the time to view, you know, my creativity, right? It's like Erykah Badu said, I'm sensitive about my ish, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like for the people that's taking their time out to, you know, watch, you know, what I've created, you know, I feel like the least I can do is just talk to y'all and give back to y'all and just let y'all know what's going on with your boy. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, please do me a solid. Go ahead, hit that notification bell so, you know, next video, you know, you can go and check that thing out. If you can, go ahead and hop on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. All you gotta do is hop in the search bar, type in G space IZ space International. You'll find that handsome brother right there. And got a few more minutes, hop on Instagram, follow your boy at Gizinternational, you dig? Ladies and gentlemen, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope y'all enjoyed this little talking piece we did. And until next time, I shall see y'all. Peace.